Hello friends, in the last session we have studied the origin of magnetism in materials. Today we are going to see the next topic, which is magnetic moment of an electron revolving around the nucleus of an atom. Yesterday we have seen the chemical properties of a material which is dominated by the electrons which are revolving around the nucleus in the outermost orbit. So it is also applicable for the magnetic properties of the material. So therefore, magnetic moment of an electron revolving around the nucleus of an atom. In this topic, we are going to see how the magnetic moment of an electron is generated. Let us consider an electron which is revolving around a positively charged nucleus as a simple model. Let us consider an electron revolving around a positively charged nucleus as a simple model. An electron revolving in an orbit is equivalent to a tiny current loop, and the magnetic dipole moment due to the tiny current loop is given by m orbital is equal to I into A. This is the magnetic dipole moment due to a current loop. So the formula is m orbital is equal to I into A. Here I is current and A is area of the loop. Friends, it is only a part of magnetic moment of an atom, and it is referred as the orbital magnetic moment. An electron possesses intrinsic angular momentum. The spin magnetic dipole moment result from this intrinsic spin. Consider an electron moving with a constant speed v, which is orbiting in a circular orbit of radius r about the nucleus. Here we have considered one electron which is revolving around the nucleus. The orbit is having radius small r. This is the current I. This is the magnetic moment, and this is the angular moment. So here we know that the electron is revolving with constant speed, which is v. R is the radius. Suppose electron is traveling the distance which is equal to the circumference of circle, then the formula for the circumference of circle is equal to 2 pi r. Means this is the distance which is traveled by the electron in time t. So here we can say that the electron is the charge which is revolving around the nucleus. It completes the distance which is equal to circumference of circle within time t. So therefore here the formula for the current I, which is equal to small e divided by capital T. And we know that the formula for the period, which is 2 pi by omega. And we also know that the formula for omega, which is V upon R. So therefore we get I is equal to E divided by 2 pi, and here the omega is. So the formula for the current is I is equal to E omega divided by 2. Also we know that the formula for omega, which is the angular velocity, which is v divided by r. So put here. So therefore current becomes E divided by 2 pi, and the formula for omega, which is v divided by r. So the current is I is equal to EV divided by 2 pi r. So this is the equation number 11.9. So the orbital magnetic moment which is associated with the loop is m orbital, which is equal to I into A, and we know that the formula for the I is EV divided by 2 pi r. So therefore m orbital is equal to EV divided by 2 pi r, and we know that the area is EV divided by 2 pi r, and the formula for the area is pi r square. So here pi will get cancelled, r and r will get cancelled. Then the remaining equation is equal to EV r divided by 2. So therefore 1/2 of EVR is the orbital magnetic moment. So this is the equation number 11.10. For this electron, the orbital angular momentum is L is equal to MEVR. This is the formula for the angular momentum. Here ME is the mass of electron. We have to take the equation 11.10. So therefore it is equal to half EVR. So therefore we have to multiply and divide by mass of electron. So therefore it becomes E divided by 2ME, and the remaining term is MEVR is the angular momentum. From this equation we can say that the orbital magnetic moment is directly proportional to the angular moment. This is the equation number 11.11. But we know that electron bears negative charge. The vector m and L are in opposite direction. Hence, vectorially, the equation can be written as the same result can be obtained by using quantum mechanics. Here, the E divided by 2ME, this is the ratio which is known as gyromagnetic ratio. So therefore we can say that L is equal to MEVR, which is equal to N into H upon 2 pi. So let's take this value of L and put it in the equation 11.11. So therefore equation becomes so here we get the M, which is equal to E divided by 2ME into NH divided by 2 pi. Or we can write this like this. For the first orbit, n is equal to 1. So therefore, the equation becomes EH divided by 4 pi me. From this equation, the quantity EH divided by 4 pi me is the Bohr magneton. This term is known as the Bohr magneton, and the value of Bohr magneton is 9.274 into 10 raised to minus 24 ampere per meter square. The magnetic moment of an atom is stated in terms of Bohr magneton. As we have stated earlier, the magnetic moment of an electron is not only because of the orbital movement, it is also due to the electron spin. The vector sum of these two magnetic moments is the resultant magnetic moment. You have studied in Pauli's exclusion principle that no two electrons have the same set of quantum numbers n, l, m1 and m, defining a state. Therefore, the resultant magnetic dipole moment for these atoms with a pair of electrons in the same state, the atoms with odd number of electrons in their outermost orbit will possess resultant magnetic moment. Inner orbits are completely filled and hence do not contribute the total magnetic moment of the atom. Thank you.